11-0 this weekend. Must be
Yeah,
quite pleased with that one.
yeah, fairly happy. It's all starting to come together. Got a nice little blend between our reserve team and first team, so we're hoping we can get a few of them to kick on and challenge some places up in the first.
Yeah, I was going to ask, is it going to be difficult to hold on to some of your best players? I saw a couple of them got a hat-trick in the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be hard to keep hold of them, but at the end of the day, it's our goal to not hold on to them. We want them to be pushing for that first team place. That's kind of what we're there for, to give those players that have been on the fringe the confidence boost to jump up and just give them as much game time as possible.
Yeah, and you did win 13-0 and I think 10-0 earlier on in the season, if I'm right in thinking that.
Yeah, we've had some big results so far, which is fairly pleasing.
Yeah, you seem to make a habit of winning by fairly big margins.
Yeah, it's quite good. Like this year, we had a good year last year where we stepped up and got our biggest league result in terms of overall in the table and getting to the cup final. And this year, with the crop of players we've had, the squad's even stronger. So we're hoping to really push on and keep that momentum going.
So what is the aim for this season to win the league?
It'd be nice to win the league, but at the same time, it's all still very much about developing all the players so that we can try and get a conveyor belt of talent going up into the first team and support them as much as they're supporting us. Because a lot of our players are quite young, just coming into adult football, and if we can get them to the level where they've got the confidence, hopefully we've got some stars in the making for the first team.
Do you think there's maybe not so much enough media coverage of it still today, or what are your whole opinions on the sort of media coverage of women's football?
Yeah, I think it could definitely do with more media coverage. I mean, for me, when I got involved, it was quite pleasing to see. I don't know if you're a fan back in the 90s, but like the passion and commitment that all the players had back in those days, the women's football have got that, and it's really pleasing to watch. It doesn't seem to get the same focus. Even our first, who are very high division, they don't quite get the media coverage that, say, our men's first team does. So if we could expand it in our local area, especially considering that the closest big team we have are possibly Yeovil, we could really kick on, especially with Poole, and capture our audience.
Yeah, I was born in '97, but I suppose the most sort of I've seen hype around the women's football is the Women's World Cup that England did well in lately. I guess that helped raise the profile a bit, at least.
Yeah, we saw quite a big influx of players because of that. Some that had drifted out of the game because the opportunities weren't there at the time that they were coming through. So it used to be that they would play with the boys and then there'd be a big breakage. Now we're seeing those players coming back into the game. And it's really good to see just the overall numbers increasing.